women in the US are very empowered money-wise, so they don't need a man to save them.
I think the passport is definitely an advantage. When they have the American passport, they can easily get women over there than vice versa.
The women believe, oh, if he comes all the way to America, he has to be worth something. I mean, comes to a different country, he has to be worth something.
All right, welcome back to another video of Overreacting. No book of, but I go by the name of Eli. As always, we got Ace with us.
Yes, indeed. Have no fear. They want to be the king, but Ace is here, you heard?
Last but not least, we got Jew.
What it do? It's your boy Jew. And
Well, he did the. Oh, okay.
yeah,
John Travolta, like the mute spitter, like the Jew spitter. Like, oh, you gotta have to give him another nickname. Like, listen, man, before we get into this next video, make sure y'all like and subscribe. We drop new content here every single day. I promise you, every single day we got new content on this channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell to stay update on all of the alerts for our channel. This next video that we're going to get into was sent over to us by you guys, the viewers, and it's a question that we all kind of think about, you know, especially when it comes to the passport bros and, you know, going overseas or them coming over here. So we're going to play this video. We're going to come back and give our thoughts.
Why do American men travel overseas to find a wife, but men from overseas don't travel to America to find a wife?
Because women know their worth over here, more exposed to resources.
I think women in the US are very empowered money-wise, so they don't need a man to save them.
I think the passport is definitely an advantage. When they have the American passport, they can easily get women over there than vice versa.
The women believe, oh, if he comes all the way to America, he has to be worth something. I mean, comes to a different country, he has to be worth something.
Why don't women from America want to travel overseas to find a husband?
Because they're lazy.
They have everything here. I think it's a first world country, so a lot of guys are up to their standards in a lot of ways.
Ace, what's your thoughts? Why do you think women don't go overseas to find a husband in the same way men go overseas to find a wife?
Women value different things than men do. Most women value finances, and you're not gonna leave a first world country to go to a third world country to find a husband. I mean, unless you going to find the richest guy out there. But if you're going to find that richest guy out there, guess what he got over there? A bunch of wives, and they don't want to be, you know what I mean, number 9 and number 10. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna have to deal with over here. I don't think that the men over there are, because you know we've seen videos of women saying that they don't do well when they go to these overseas countries and they trying to find a man, because the women out there are friendlier. They're I ain't gonna say they look better than all y'all, but I mean it's a couple it's some baddies out there, you know what I'm saying? So I mean it's a disadvantage all around for them, to be honest with you. So I don't see them leaving America to go somewhere else to find a husband.
I want to hear from you, because you know y'all dudes are in the market where y'all looking for women, because I want to know, even would y'all even partake in said thing of flying across
Passport broing?
Yeah.
I mean, it's some merit to it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to shut them down.
I ain't gonna close the door. Like,
yeah, I mean, I've been overseas. I seen the amazing looking women. And the reception, last time I went somewhere, and the reception over where I was, and then when I came back, to the attitudes and the resting bitch faces, and it's just way different. You know what I mean? So I can see why a man will go overseas and fall in love with a woman over there, because like you always say, they raised to be wives. You know what I mean? They actively looking for a mate, in my opinion, because they more receptive to being hollered at. Over here, they like, oh, don't holler at us. You know what I mean? It's just two different cultures. You know what I mean? So I could see why somebody would do it. I don't know if I'm there yet. You know what I mean? But I mean, it might be nearing that event.
I think it's simple. The reason women don't go to other countries is because those men, they don't qualify for the type of men that they want. You get what I'm saying? So like I always say, men have options. Like American women, they could do all of this. I'm empowered. I don't need a man. I don't got to respect a man. I'm not going to be submissive to a man. They could do all of that. But men will always have the options. They could go anywhere in this world and find a wife. Women can't go anywhere in this world and find a husband with the same qualities that they want. So if you in America and you saying a man has to make $100K a year, or whatever the case is, now you're going to go to Europe. Even if you go to Europe, like the men out there, they're not making the equivalent of 100K on average a year. Like, you get what I'm saying? So, you know, you're gonna still look for the same things elsewhere. That's going to be harder to find. Like, if it's harder in America to find, and this is a first world country where everybody has more you know, economic opportunities, you expect to go somewhere else where there's less economic opportunities and find more like men that has financial status. And then if they do have the financial status, you ain't gonna, 9 times out of 10, you ain't gonna qualify for that because you're not submissive. You don't know how to respect men. Your mouth is crazy. Probably are, you know, you don't have the physique that most.
I was about to say the European beauty standards is
yeah, but the European, the South American, the
Dominican, and
the Asian beauty standard, like you don't fit the beauty standard for the most part. Like, you get what I'm saying? So so those women can't go out. You could go out and have sex with them. That's what the whole seller got her groove back, and that's why you see women going to Jamaica and the DR and they getting smashed by men that don't got money. Like, they don't got no problem getting smashed by broke men, but they won't find a husband. And if they do, then they're gonna settle. Like, I've seen women who have dated men from whatever the case is, the Caribbeans or from Africa and whatever the case is, and they're settling because they are the breadwinner. They're taking care of this man, but they don't have a problem with that. You get what I'm saying? So
it's just crazy what we find attractive in America and what the rest of the world finds attractive. Well, I mean, not the whole rest of the world, but most of the world. Because like when you go to the doctor, like I was with a shorty and she went to the doctor and the doctor said she was overweight. Mind you, I think she thick, she's beautiful, you know what I'm saying? But compared, their standards are based on like European standards, you know what I'm saying? So their overweight is you not a stick, you know what I'm saying? So you being thick and beautiful here, now, I mean, don't mean that's going to be the same appreciation you're going to get overseas. You know what I'm saying?
I hate when people try to move the goalposts, especially when it comes to health. And especially when we'll try to say, oh, the health standard is different for black women.
I've heard
Black women, you got to go by body mass index. There's a real scientific way to determine if you are overweight for your size. Like, you get what I'm saying? I think we got so comfortable in America where everybody was overweight. So now we're pushing the goalposts. So now for the average woman is weighing 180 to 200 pounds. Instead of saying like she's overweight, we're trying to move the goalposts and say, oh no, that's just how black women are built. Like, no, like even if you go to any other black diaspora, they don't weigh as much as the men do. Like, you go to the Caribbean, they don't weigh as much as the men. You go to Africa, like they might have the fat ass.
But they still
don't weigh no 180 to 200 pounds. Like, that's just something exclusively to America because we are so gluttonous and we overconsume food. We don't know how to stop
merging that
eating.
shit together.
Like, we don't know how to stop eating, and then once we get big, now we trying to move the goalposts. Oh, now I'm just big bone. Like, we was watching some shit talking about big bone. Like, that's not a real medical term. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know who came up with that and said it was valid. Like, you know, that's not real.
A big bone person.
It's not real. You just overweight, you know? So I think that's what it comes to. And I think, you know, why you seeing some men going outside or maybe even a passport bro movement, because women's standards globally is always the same. That's why men can go other ways. They all going to look for a provider. You know what I mean? They all going to look for a man that can take care of them and X, Y, and Z. And as long as you could do that, doesn't matter if it's in America, if you go overseas where your money can stretch further, like they're not going to care because you're completing something that all women globally are looking for. So it's easier for men to go outside and be able to provide and have a family with women in other countries and stuff like that. Women don't have that same luxury, you know. That's just the truth of it, you know.
Because what we value is different from, and we would get more value for going outside of America than they would. They could get a guy, but that said guy is already here in America for them. A guy, and let's even think about the aspect of them being the more financially stable partner. You could get a guy out here that's grinding his way up or being catering to you or whatever the case may be. That guy is here. But when we talk to most women nowadays, we got to deal with an argument, a battle, a fight, you know, asking for leadership but don't want it. You get what I'm saying? So everything that we get that shit soon as you leave. And I know they say in some places, like if you go down south or whatever the case, I haven't seen it. You know what I mean? So y'all got to correct me in the comments. Yo, it's over here.
Of a Southern hospitality. Like, you know, every time we go to Atlanta, the women there, they are, like, I'm not saying they completely submissive or nothing like that, but they are at least more friendlier and willing to engage in conversation without the attitude.
I agree with that. I agree with that, but I also feel like it's also becoming contaminated. Like, you know, poison doesn't spread throughout the U.S. in a day or two. You get what I'm saying? But now the more and more social media is affecting shit. You hearing guys from the UK, JA, everywhere complaining like, yo, man, y'all messing it up for the woman out here. Like they starting to do what y'all doing over there. So, you know, it's gonna spread like a cancer. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, these dudes, I mean, it probably won't still, we won't have to spend as much financially going somewhere else to keep a woman happy.
Yeah.
But because the standards out here is outrageous, but it's gonna trickle down to going everywhere.
But I just think it comes down to nature. By nature, women are hypergamous, so you go anywhere in the world, they're gonna be hypergamous, and you're gonna be able to find a wife. Now, I mean, they say men are visual creatures, so the visuals is what's gonna get a man, no matter where you at.
Even when you say that, right, they are hypergamous, right? But that value is not just financial. When they look at it from, they just like, okay, he's the man that's gonna handle and take care of me.
Yeah.
I think the standards out here is
for sure is wild
on what a woman will require somewhere in Jamaica, Asia, or somewhere. Long as you taking care of them, they could
they feel protected.
Protect the simple stuff. They're gonna make your day easy. I don't know. Maybe that's what we see. I don't know what the reality is. Because us as Americans, they're going to come have respect for us. I don't know if that's what the average man that lives there go through. I don't know what you guys think about that, but...
And plus hypergamy is, you still got to compete for hypergamy. Like you go want something, that doesn't mean you're obligated to get it. Like that's his life in general. Like you want anything, that doesn't mean that you're going to get it.
What makes you worthy of it?
Like, and you got to provide value. You can't just be, I want a man to do all this, and you don't provide no value. And I think that's what happened in America. Like we're seeing that the women don't really offer any true value or value of substance, and they only judge you based on your money. And like once you lose your money, then it's like, I don't got no respect for you as a human being. Fuck being your partner. I don't got respect for you as a human being because you lost your job. Like that right there is kind of crazy. Like, you know what I mean? So you already don't offer me value, and then like you want me to be this high earner, and then whatever the case is, and then they still gonna want a man who's 6 feet. And globally, that's just not really a thing unless you go to certain parts in Africa, like where the people are just, they have a certain average height span where they are like 6 foot and better, but then are they financially, like, you know what I mean, up there? Like, so again, you have this like standard that you calling the standard, but it's really a detriment to you because you can't find these men, and then you're not willing to compete for those men. And now you're just, they're just, and then the go-to factor, they're just intimidated by me. No, you just don't provide no value to them. Like that's all it comes down to. I'm tired of hearing this. They're just intimidated by my money. No, you're just a poor partner. Like that's all it is. Like you don't treat people with decent respect. Like you don't treat them with no type of sympathy. Like you're just a bad human being, and you're trying to mask that with your accolades and your degrees and your finances, and thinking that's going to, men are going to overlook that. They're not. Like, so
I feel bad for the women that are good out there, because I think the rotten ones are so loud that they get overshadowed. Because I do believe there's good women who are probably shy, quiet, reserved. We don't hear from them because the other bitches being too loud. You can't hear them. You can't see them. Imagine how many.
It's not being promoted.
How many women do you guys think you've seen in your life that had like great potential, and we might have even fucked up and lost the opportunity, or let that opportunity pass us? Because we were blinded by a fat ass or something or of the other. You know what I mean? Like, because do you guys think that all women are like this, or do you guys feel like you've never seen or witnessed or been with a woman that was capable of being that good woman?
It can't be all women. I mean, there are also women out here. Most of them are in relationships, man. Like somebody once said, you want a good woman, you got to steal one. You know what I'm saying? So there's some good women out here. You know what I mean? You just got to take the time and vet these women properly, and see if you find your queen. You know what I mean? But like you said, There's the bad ones allowed. You know what I'm saying? They're in majority, I believe, though, from what I seen, the last few years or whatever. So I mean, you really gotta look hard, and you can't look in the places that you've been looking. You might have to get out your circle, your bubble.
Yeah, I feel like the good ones are dying out. Like, you know, not even like literally dying out. I mean, they're phasing out as far as they're getting corrupted. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I seen this video with this girl. She got ghosted by this dude. She had planned a date for him or whatever, and she made a video of everything she had planned. I guess it was like a picnic. She brought like food. I guess he said he liked some kind of drink. She made some kind of drink for him, and he just ghosted her. So she in the car crying, and now she like, yo, I'm about to hit the streets or whatever. So I'm like, damn. You know what I mean, she was a good one. You know what I mean, and homie messed it up.
Yeah, but that's the reality of what most men got to deal with. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then we're constantly being told, even though we got rejected by the girl, even though we got ghosted by the girl, we're still supposed to give it our best. Like, that's no excuse for us to treat every woman like this. Is the reality of what men have to deal with every single day. Like, you know what I mean? Sure. Now women are in a position where they are actually putting their foot forward, and you might get, you know, you're heartbroken. Like, that's this life. Like, that's no excuse
Everybody
to be like, damn, you know what? Now I'm about to go be a thought. Like, because you ain't doing nothing but making it better for the guys out here. Like, y'all being thoughts is making it easier for men, bro. Like, I don't know why y'all thinking that's like, oh, damn, I'm gonna get back at the guys. I'm gonna just give my boxer. Like, no, y'all doing us a favor. Like, y'all don't even realize it. Y'all making it easier.
Get
y'all
back
more
at me.
accessible. Like, y'all easier to have sex with. Like, y'all, like, that's not a flex. Like, I don't understand this shit. Like,
that ass.
I don't know, man. But
It's gonna hurt, man. This is gonna hurt, man.
let's know y'all
Hurt me.
y'all thoughts in the yeah, right. Like, yeah. No, anything but that. Like, yeah. Not the neck. Like,
That's the. He said not the neck.
yeah, man.
Showed him. He said you won't do it. He said you pussy.
I believe him.
He said you won't do it again.
Fact.
He said do it one more time.
Yeah. Anyway, man, let us know y'all thoughts in the comments. Be sure to like
indeed.
and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Make sure y'all join the YouTube membership and join us on Patreon. Early access to all of our videos. The podcast is coming back. I promise you, the podcast is coming back.
Yeah.
We got some new content we working on. Listen, just join the membership, man. Y'all gonna see some new content coming in, and make sure y'all cop the merch, man. Dailyrapupcrew.co, man.
You feel me?
Even if you got to dig in your shorty purse, you know what I'm saying?
Now listen, your mama purse, your granny purse, like, listen, by any means possible.
So now
see you guys on the next one.
We just promoting stealing now from now on.
It's for a good cause. You know?
Yeah. Digging the purses, man. That's a wrap.
It ain't like we telling them to go, you know.
You ain't say nothing when Drake said he was digging in purses.
When he said that?
He did say that.
In one of the lines.
He did say that.
When he said that?
For sure.
Well, no, he didn't, bro.
I'm a fine line.
Like,
I'm serious.
He said that.
You,
I promise you he said that.
he said I'm digging in purses.
Yeah,
To look at the phone. To look at her phone.
Looking at her phone.
Oh, y'all talking about to get some money? That's different.
Nah.
What?
Nah.
That's different.
Nah, he was trying to.
You was telling dudes go through the phone a couple episodes ago.
Yeah, I ain't say go through the purse. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's different.
The phone is in the purse.
He wasn't talking about that. Like,
Yo, shout out to Drake, man. OVO is very on here.